Hello, and welcome back to Crowdsurfing here at the Dice Tower. I'm Camilla.
I'm Joey.
I'm Mike.
Welcome, Mike.
Thank you.
We're glad you're here.
Glad to be back in sunny Florida.
It's not sunny,
It's
but
not.
it's also not -5, though.
It is, yeah. People can actually live without the assistance of others to survive.
You came in with a jacket this morning.
I came in with a jacket.
burqa.
Yeah. I need
Is that a jacket?
I need several quails worth of feathers in my. Yeah, and the quails? Right.
Sure.
I need several
you need
flamingos at my
a
disposal
quail
at all
burqa.
times so
That's
that
what
I
Mike
might
is
pluck
missing.
them for their plumage.
All right. Well, Crowdsurfing, not where we discuss outerwear, but where we talk about campaigns and projects that are looking to be funded by you. So we're going to take a look at some Gamefound products, some stuff on Kickstarter. Speaking of Gamefound, though, they are a sponsor of this show, so thanks to them. And before we jump into the projects that are live, let's hear from Tom talk about some.
Today, folks, we're taking a look at Malediction Miniatures card game. So this is a back and forth tactical miniatures game, but if you like games like Magic the Gathering and such, you're going to be able to essentially customize your magic and attack the other person. In each game of this that you play, and by the way, these have some really cool miniatures. It comes with some standees, but there's these miniatures that they have the STL files, so you just print out the ones that you're going to use and need. But when you get in here, you're going to build some terrain on the board. And then after you build this terrain, which is going to affect the game a lot, you have these different creatures that you'll be bringing other creatures in, but also using a magical deck. And you can see all these different STL files that you can get with the different terrain. I don't even know what this terrain is. Is that a guy with a stick? That I don't want to think too much about it. But then there's the Seeker cards. A Seeker is kind of the person who you are fighting someone else's Seeker, but you have other units that are going to fight on your side, as well as spell cards and item cards. So every game is going to feel different as you get ready. And of course, because this is on Gamefound right now, there's not just the stuff that comes with the base game. Look at all these extra miniatures and extra cards that you can get. And so you can mix and match and play all these things against each other. So this is on Gamefound right now. It's called Malediction, the miniatures card game. Go check it out.
The crowd is definitely noticing the chat, your incredible cultural knowledge. And you are a real world traveler, Joey.
I'm glad they call it out. I was like, I knew it was wrong. And then it was like, you know when you start to say a word and you're like, it's not it, but you know what? I'm rolling with it. I've already taken off and I got to land.
Yeah.
Maybe nobody will notice.
They noticed.
Oh my gosh. All right. So Gamefound, first project we're going to look at here is our project.
Yes.
Support the Dice Tower. SupportDicetower.com. So this is our annual crowdfunding campaign where we get a large portion of the funds to do what we do, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, no. And we have had people that have been very generous over the years and have backed us several of years. And you know, we appreciate it every time, but we also appreciate the people that are just discovering us recently and find value in what we do. And again, this really is kind of, this is what we live off of. This really is, you know, this is our livelihoods. It's our passion, but it's also our livelihoods. And not only that, not only do you get to get another full year of Joey embarrassing himself culturally, but you can also get some fantastic items like
what? Rewards.
The Mothman plushie, baby.
Mothman. Show how his wings flap. I love it. It's my favorite.
Yeah, grab by the face.
No, if you just like shake him violently.
That's a very...
Oh my gosh.
There
we go.
Yeah.
He flaps. Look at that.
He flaps.
I love
really
it.
cool.
I love it.
He flaps. He attacks.
Bad at that.
Yeah. Literally anybody else.
No, my Mothman flies at a rate of
That's
speed
better
that
than
is
Mike.
comfortable with.
Thank you. I'm going to do this the entire show.
Okay, good. Yeah, keep it up. I really like the dice. Mike, you haven't seen these dice
I
yet,
have not
you?
seen the
So
dice.
we switched dice companies last year, and we're
Okay.
going with them again. So these
Which
are
one's a D20? Grab the D20 right now.
All right.
No, I was talking to Camille. I know
No.
you can. She can't.
No, that's why I handed it to you. I was like, it's
Mike
like, what?
grabbed it right away. He's not even in the RPG.
Yeah.
Takes you
Yeah,
an hour
no,
and a
check
half.
this out. So we went the new dice, and so these are going to be like the swirl
Those
this
are really
year.
nice.
Let's see. I think we have the picture up here. This year they're going to be the green swirl. Check
These
those out.
are pretty. This has like
see
a
them.
it's got like a
it's like-
cloudy,
Those
Like
are
a
really
pearlescent.
nice.
mysterious pearlescent burqa type. I'm a big fan of these dice.
Yeah, the dice are really nice. I like them a lot. That's probably my favorite. But yeah, so a couple announcements here to go over as well with our campaign. We did get off to a little bit of a rocky start with the VAT. We were not expecting that. Gamefound is actively working to remove that for non-physical rewards. So that's going to be your shout-outs, the digital reward pledge, things like that, and then also the best support. Best support goes directly to us 100%.
Yep.
It doesn't need VAT. We're working to get that taken off. So we have been told soon that will be, that will be resolved. Also, another thing we're doing is the promo packs again. So I'm working as soon as we get the artwork for that. I'm updating these a couple times a day. So make sure if you're interested in the promo packs that you take a look at those to see what's been updated. And the big announcement with this one here is I just updated this morning with Nemesis.
Oh,
yeah.
heard of that one.
Yeah, so we're going to have a brand new
Nemesis
promo.
I will tell you that we, at our conventions, at any convention we attend, we will oftentimes sell promos from previous years, Kickstarters that have already fulfilled. And Nemesis still, from the first time we had it, it's a very, very popular game still.
Yeah.
Passionate fans. And so, yeah, I'm excited about that. I mean, this is a great pack right here. I love Unconscious Minds,
so
Moonrakers,
Distill,
Brink.
So good. I love that little dice tower glass too.
Yep.
This Nemesis one's gonna be a cool one. It's last stand here.
Okay.
It's gonna be kind of like your Hail Mary. When oh my gosh, you're almost dead. You need one more turn. Kind of they put all your
last
eggs in your
stand.
basket. Yeah. So lots of good packs there. Check out those promos. As we're updating classified information, I just added that one in there yesterday as well.
Very cool.
Lots of good ones in here. So keep an eye. And the last thing is we are going to be doing stretch pay. We are going to add stretch pay into it. So if that's kind of been something holding you back, needing to kind of make payments on it, keep an eye out for that. It'll be updated here soon.
I used Stretch Pay for the first time very recently on a Kickstarter, or it may have been Gamefound, I can't remember. But yeah, there was one project that I wish I could remember what it was, but I said, you know what? It was really because I wanted to try it.
Was it Marvel United?
Maybe it was DC United.
DC United.
It may have been, but it's been seamless, right? I mean,
Nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's nice. So
really good.
I'm excited about this one. We just got the Obsession one in there. Do you see that's going to be a player board?
A whole new player board.
Whole player board.
And those of you Obsession players, you know that there's not extra player boards floating around. That's
There's not.
big deal.
Oh, it is, right.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done tiles and stuff in the past. This time it's a whole board. So there's only 6, I think, including all the expansions. So yeah, a whole nother one. And so anyway, some great promos in there. Check it out. Those are being updated daily.
Yes.
Support dicetower.com. All right. Next up is Master of Orion, Ad Astra.
So we just did a live play. I was not involved on that. I was still in the frozen tundra, but you guys just played it. It looked very big.
It's very it's very big. There's a lot to unpack. It is a true 4X game. The one thing I do like about it is the players are very asymmetric to the point to where at the end, I'm like, I picked the wrong guy.
Yeah.
It's like they're really pushing you down certain tracks. What's nice is they have different, I don't know what they call them here, the technology tracks that you kind of go down and advance in. And you really have to play towards the strengths of your race.
Yeah.
So I think that that's a great thing for the longevity, but I think it hurts the first play because then you're like, I think I didn't pick somebody that fits my play style.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, because I appreciate that in a game, though. I mean, I think there's a lot of games I like that are like that, and I know like Root is like that, right? You really have to learn yours and then play into their strengths. I haven't played that one, but other games I like that asymmetry where it's like you feel the personality of whatever faction you're playing, so that's not like a negative to me.
Right.
Yeah, you have to kind of learn what the archetypes are in whatever these games are, right? So like if you're doing role playing, like if you like combat, okay, I'm going to go for a barbarian or a fighter. But in games like this, you have to figure out which one is the tank, which one is the support character, which one, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's I think my first move on this was just to block off Tom in a corner, and then I realized just kind of slowed things down. And he was visibly annoyed, which made it worth it.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But anyway, it
Obviously.
looks great. It's a very sprawling, true 4X game.
Are you familiar, either of you, with the
No.
video game property? I'm not familiar with the original.
I didn't
No,
know
I'm
it was
not
a
either.
video
Yeah,
game. No,
yeah.
that makes sense because I look at it, I was like, oh, it looks like a video game. Like that completely makes sense now. I'm
Z,
excited.
have you? No, not familiar.
Nobody. Okay.
All right.
I really like the upgrading in it. That's like always one of my favorite.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah.
That's good.
Cool.
And it's doing well.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I'm trying to look for the name of the game.
Old
school
tactical Stalingrad.
That's the whole thing. It's not just tactical Stalingrad. Is
or
it just
could be Stalingrad East Front.
or is
19...
it Streets of Stalingrad?
No, I call it OSTSCFSC.
Yeah. So I think the header is basically telling you what's happening. You're going to lead tense fights on the streets of Stalingrad.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right,
and it says
right.
the old school tactical V1 second expansion Stalingrad. So it's a system, I think.
So it's Stalingrad.
Right. Is I'm guessing, it's an expansion for old school tactical.
Stalin. So these are descriptors for Stalingrad. So it's called Stalingrad.
Get all your information here, folks.
I'm guessing.
Comment if we're wrong.
All I know is In the Streets of Stalingrad is probably my favorite Bruce Springsteen song.
I agree.
I'll just put that out there. On the streets of Stalingrad.
Old school tactical comes with Wait,
Yes.
hold on. Stalingrad comes with old school
It's an expansion.
Oh, what's
It's an
it
expansion
called?
for the old school tactical system. Stalingrad is a particular.
It's called
campaign.
Stalingrad. That's all I needed to know. What was the name of it?
Pretty
I'm
sure it's not-
impressed by the amount of time we
The
spent on
expansion
this.
is called Stalingrad.
That's what I need. Okay.
Yeah.
Our next project is Stalingrad.
Okay. This is, again, every time I see these, I'm like, if I knew somebody that was enamored by this, I'd jump in. I didn't see a time on this. I can't imagine it's long.
I can't imagine. I'm
That's
pretty
cute.
sure.
I do know. Look, I know very little about wargaming, but I know that name, Mark Walker.
Right. Yeah, right.
So
yeah.
the fact that I know that person's name and I'm not in wargaming means that this is likely someone with a very strong pedigree.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you're into wargaming, this is probably something quite exciting for you.
And you also know the name of it.
And you are not stumbling over what it's called. Yes.
I'm a
It's
little
funding.
hung up on it.
It's funding comfortably.
It is.
All right. The Jade board game table Redux. This is coming from Moon Rabbit Tables.
Oh, that's a good name. I just I don't know why those leaves being magnetic. I was like, huh.
Right, but
That's
it's
fun.
tongue and groove and magnet.
Yeah.
And so it's like that double closure there. Okay, ahead.
No, I was going to say that they're spill proof. Like a lot of them say they are.
Yeah.
How trusting are you guys of the spill proof?
Well, I have a topper, but it's not spill proof. It's not advertised as.
Okay, all right.
So it's just strictly the pieces of wood that are going up against each other. I mean, it's a nice seal, but I wouldn't want to pour a Mountain Dew over it. The ones that are, that kind of have the rubberized gasket type of thing, I've heard that they're relatively, good at what they do. I haven't used them specifically. I've not gone over to a stranger's house and poured liquids over their gaming table yet. And I say yet.
All right.
Yet.
It's going to happen in 25, folks. 2025, pouring stuff on your table.
It's a stretch goal.
Yeah.
I wasn't really sure how it closed because this. Oh,
What?
we got told.
Oh, the glockenspiel.
Z
Yeah.
found the sound effects.
Look, I'm telling you what,
Fantastic.
if you want to continue to get this type of special effects, you really need to check out that Gamefound because Z don't come cheap. I'm just going to say, he don't come cheap. And that's right.
Oh my gosh. So these leaves go on top as opposed to a lot of them which go in. So how does it keep it from just all sliding? I understand how they connect together, but what keeps the whole thing from sliding off?
I can speak to that because
Okay.
mine is on the top.
Okay.
It's an all-play table.
Okay,
the Jasper
Got it.
3, I think. And the one I have is 5 distinct
Okay.
that kind of they can dowel together, right?
Okay.
You don't have to, but they can dowel together. Once it's on there, the weight
okay.
is pretty. You have to go out of your way to make it move.
Okay.
But it can. Like if you push it, it'll move, right?
That would concern me
Okay.
with like kids and stuff.
I don't know that a kid. Well, maybe someone. Here, let me guess. I'm going to say children. Most children. I'm not talking about Shaq as a child. Most
Right.
children. I would say you'd have to be 8 and above to push the tabletop.
But I can definitely see my kid getting up from the table and like, pushing off and
That's
something
correct.
like that.
That's correct. And
He's
that's
also a
why I
menace.
keep all of my family heirlooms on the very edge of my tabletop.
Everything.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering, like on the underside, do they have like a little groove, that holds it goes into the thing to keep that movement, something like that.
Yeah,
I didn't see
maybe.
anything like that on it. That being said, I think this looks like a really sleek
It's a
table.
very-
I really like this.
Yeah, it looks like and I know this is going to sound like faint praise, but I'm not trying to. It looks like a regular piece of furniture.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of times game tables can be really, really nice and fancy, but they look like,
It does, especially that
you're like,
picture
what
there.
is this?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't like a dining room table. This looks like a
Yeah.
dining
It's
room
a
table.
clunker. really
Yeah.
does.
I
Yeah.
really like those chairs too. I don't know. I think the whole thing looked really sleek.
I would
Yeah.
not like to sit in those chairs, I don't think.
Really? You want to sit down?
Really?
No, I want gaming chairs.
Normally, when you get a chair, you'd like to be able to sit in it.
That's
I think
more of a
that's
look-at chair.
kind of a.
You think so? No.
What about
look at
that
that
chair
back.
screams, don't sit in me, Joe?
The back.
Okay, no,
The
no.
back?
Yes, that's wood.
It's curved to the curvature of your spine in the opposite direction.
I'm going to get my grandma's
And that
pillow
back
to
looks
put
like it'd
right
be
there.
really good to crack your back on too.
I don't want to
that.
crack
Looks
my
like
back
really
on a
good
chair. I want to sit
lean
on a
over.
chair.
No.
What kind of chairs do you have? Like,
I like these chairs. No, because if you want
have
that
the Game
dining
of
room
Thrones
look.
one? You like that one? Is that your favorite chair? You really crack my back on that one.
Yeah.
No, but if you guys if you want them to look like dining room chairs, I just think that
I
looks really
guess.
sleek, So, but you don't have your gaming table in your
You've seen
dining
my
room.
house. My
You
house
also
is
don't
not
have a
sleek.
dining room.
I have not seen
So-
it yet. What kind of chairs do you have at your gaming table?
I have all gamer chairs, by the way, like gaming.
Because it's not his
Like
dining
the
but,
video game chairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's also not in his dining room. It is
No,
just a
it's
gaming
not.
table. So he doesn't even need this topper.
That's true.
Gaming chairs they're specifically designed for you to sit in for 24-hour periods.
I had long dinners.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying. That said that said everything I need to say right there.
All right.
fine.
Next up, we have Bare Bones, the dice game that thinks it's a card game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, look, when you come with a statement like that, right? This may be a fine game, but I did not quite get, I would think right away you should be able to say, I see what they mean.
Yeah.
I don't quite get what they are getting at here.
It took me a while to go through it. You would have thought by how short this project is, I'm like, all
Yeah.
right. But I had to be like, okay, what?
Yeah, I was a little confused by what it was.
Well,
but-
because I think the statement they make when you get to the how to play, it's like it's deceptively simple, and I don't know that I get it.
yeah,
yet,
I didn't
you know?
read the rules, to be fair. I just kind of looked through the project
And to be
briefly.
fair, I didn't watch the video that they provide.
No.
So
Yeah, to be fair, this is the first I'm ever seeing of this. No, I'm just kidding.
to be fair, you did
You
find
guys
out.
are not being very fair.
To be fair, you found out about an hour and a half ago.
To
You
be
were on
fair,
Crowdsurfing.
I just defrosted about 12 seconds ago. Yeah, no, I mean, I like the idea,
I do too.
because cards and dice, they have some similarities, especially if you're using them as a randomizing device, but they also each have certain things that make them unique. So kind of figuring out how to blur the line between those. I like that concept. I just don't really get what's going on.
And it's hard to remove the fact it's $50 for a dice.
Hello.
right.
It's like, all right,
It's like it's a lot to
But it looks like they
jump
did
in.
some upgrades, to the cards and such. And,
Right.
and my big thing is if you're, and this looks like it's going to have at least as much dice as cards, but if your game is going to have cards as a big feature, I want good quality cards.
right. Yeah,
for sure.
I agree.
For sure. Yeah. Or bare bones.
Mm-hmm.
Pixels and polygons. So this is a video game board game, or a board game about making a video game.
Yes.
How did
make
I
your
miss
video
this
game
one?
Masterpiece.
Yes.
Oh.
It was in the list.
I know. I remember not seeing it.
You often not do your full job.
All right. Tell me about this.
Yeah, let's fill Joey
I'm-
in on this.
I'm very happy about this
Why?
because it's pixels and it's polygons.
And you like the chairs.
I do. They have great chairs. They could really crack it back on
Well,
those.
I will say this. Normally when you have games with this theme, right?
Yes. Yep.
They tend to be not about the development of making a game, right? So I think that's a cool little twist, a shift in what you normally see for this type of a theme. You know, it's usually going to be something like boss monster, or you know, go down the dungeon, kill the thing with your pixel sword, game. And So I like the focus of this, and it looks like there's quite a bit of game there too. They're calling it medium complexity. So I will tell you, I don't love the cover. To me, it kind of it makes it seem like it's going to be one of those types of kind of, you know, flip a card, see what it does type games, and it's clearly not.
Right. There's a lot more going on than that.
Yeah. So that's the only, you know, kind of negative, that if you want to call it that, is that I don't love the cover, and I think it maybe belies what the game is.
I agree. I definitely don't like the cover. I think it it's just not engaging either. It's not one that makes me want to know more. I think the gameplay, the more
there's only one person that determines whether something is engaging or not. Z?
Oh, is it engaged? Are you engaged? Oh, he likes it.
Oh,
Z
is
he
not engaged.
Like it.
He is not engaged.
He's not engaged in this game box. All right. But I do. The thing is, everything I read about it pulls me back in.
Yeah.
But then I see it and I'm like, back out. Then I'm like,
I would absolutely try this.
So yeah, it was
and again,
confusing.
mostly because how they're handling this theme. I like it's definitely a different approach to it.
Sorry.
And apparently anthropomorphic animals. I don't know.
Nope.
Okay.
It was.
I missed that.
I do wish that we could see some actual components. Everything they do is TTS or something like that, some rendering, and I'd like to see it. I think at this part maybe a little more into the develop. You know, have like at least some prototype components or something like that.
Is it on TTS?
I'd assume.
You can demo it there,
there you go.
which is great. That's fantastic. But I want to see some production too, or is it going to get caught up in production issues?
I should really take advantage of that more often than I do.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just hate Tabletop Simulator with a burning intense passion.
Yeah.
But it's also very, very useful for trying games out, play testing. It definitely has its place. I just personally, oof. I'm definitely missing something
that
here.
time.
I'm
okay.
missing something on this page.
You know what? I'm going to stop scrolling.
All right.
We're going to move on.
It shows confidence in your game, too, to throw it on TTS.
No, that's true. I agree.
You know,
Micro Hero Hercules.
Hercules.
This is a solo deck building game.
This
It's also clever, apparently.
This is very
I was gonna say something
This is a
about
pay
that.
what you want for an actual physical copy of the game. I had to go through that. I'm like, okay.
Oh, it was.
So, but you do pay like $4 shipping, which hopefully covers
Outrageous.
that.
What? $4?
Well, I'm just saying.
No.
That can't cover because it actually is. I don't know, man.
No. This is taking a risk, and I applaud them for it. Obviously, look, they've got 5,000 backers. They are well over what their goal was, which is, who knows if that was a real goal, but
right.
I think you can only get away with this if you legitimately think it's something that people are willing to pay a few bucks for. Because I don't. You're going to have some people that are going to be like, oh, 20 cents, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But I think most people are like, if it looks like, hey, this is something I actually would get, they're going to throw at least $5 on there, €5, whatever the case may be, and others will go 20, because they want to support this type of a project. So.
That would be really interesting to see out of these 5,000 backers here, how many did the $1 or $2, I guess, €1.
Right.
This is the one thing I've done to pay what you want a lot for STL files and
How much do
digital
you pay?
rewards. You know what? That's not important. I always tell myself if I ever print it, I will go back and give more. I've just never done it. They call me out. I could just lie.
You could. I gave you an opportunity to lie.
Yeah, he's using Bitcoin from 1926.
That being said, I do think this looks like an interesting deck builder, also kind of engine builder as you're playing the cards on top of each other. And when you play one, you're triggering that whole column.
Yes.
When you upgrade, you can either play something on top of it or turn a card upside down for its like upgraded power. I thought that looked, maybe not brand new or anything, but there are mechanisms that I'm comfortable with and already know.
I could be very well be confusing this, but is this like a line? Was there another Micro Hero game? It sure sounds familiar.
There was
to
Micro
me.
Dojo, which I don't think
Dojo.
this is.
I think it's different.
No,
I think it is. Yeah.
I assume there is because this one's called Hercules.
No, you look and they have these other card games.
Oh, there it is.
No, it's their they have these one other style of games. What is it?
Game.
What's that? Yeah. Oh, they're Clash of Decks. That's what their
Clash
big one, I guess.
of Decks.
I'll
pass.
pass correctly.
I'll pass.
Okay. I'll enunciate. But it's those right there have. These are ranked on BGG. So I did look at that. So that's their big push, I guess.
Maybe this is their first one because it is Micro Hero Hercules.
Yeah,
you know,
it makes it sound like it's something they can continue with.
Maybe that's a good way to get the name out if they believe in the game.
Mm-hmm.
If it's because of the series.
So get in now while you can pay what you want because the next one's $42.
Micro Hero, Caillou.
Man.
All right. Action-packed double feature. So this is, again, the solo game of the month by Gabe Barrett.
I'm going to tell you one thing. By doing this, Gabe Barrett is getting himself on crowdsurfing every other week, basically.
Yes, so really
congrats, because, look, I don't know if these are all hits. The last one I played was Dyson Crusoe, which was fantastic.
Okay.
But that had already kind of previously existed. But none of these games have looked like, this is the one they didn't put any time into. You know what I mean?
Right.
They all look like they're of a similar quality and like developed. And this is a very ambitious thing to really do. I mean, hello.
Hey.
That's impressive.
No, it is ambitious, but I think it's also living up to it, which is nice.
It is.
And he addresses in the video here, he's like, I've gotten a lot of questions, which, means like 2. No, I'm just kidding. And, am I going to keep doing this in 2025? And he's like, yep, absolutely. Here's January. I'll see you next month. Kind of vibes.
Here's the thing. Because I liked Hunted from him too.
Yeah.
Crusoe. I like a lot of that. I think I'm almost flipping to where I'm more excited about what he's coming out with because they're not all by him, obviously.
No, they're not.
Oh, right. Neither of these are.
But it's then Button Shy. I'm like, okay, because these, I wish I would have gotten earlier. These are all VHS cases.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool to have all those up.
It is cool.
And this is 2 games.
I played this first one. I haven't. I don't know or hadn't heard Harsh Shadows before, but Welcome to Reckoning I played.
Have you really?
Mm-hmm.
I do. I want to do the pay what you want for that neoprene mat. Can I do that?
Yeah.
You can.
Will you pay at least $25?
She will just out you.
25, huh? That's probably actually worth it.
Okay. All right. Let's see what it actually
is.
Is.
Size.
I don't even.
Rather
would it be
pay
add-ons maybe? Would you pay
$15?
See?
That is how much I would pay.
Take note. He would have given you 25.
I would have paid.
He would have
several $1,000s for your playmat, but I would rather pay 15.
No, but I like that in this one too. These are both smaller games, and rather than making them 2 VHS and wasting that space, it's like nope, it's a double feature. Yeah. I like that he's doing that and taking advantage of space instead of just wasting it.
Exactly.
I
agree.
And like I said, Welcome to Dead Reckoning, I did enjoy. I liked that one. Someone just said in the comments that they've played the Harsh Shadows and like it. It's a little more deduction.
I do like deduction.
So, again, were a lot of these print and plays before coming out to this, or just he gets them from different companies?
I think he just works with designers, right? I mean, I assume that he has solo designers that has pitched to him. I mean, if he's doing it in 2025, those games are already lined up, I would imagine.
I assume so. I think a lot of them are print and plays and stuff like that. But I know Welcome to Reckoning was an actual produced game. So I think he's picked it up.
Dyson Crusoe is the same way, but it was a small Japanese game.
Yeah. That's really interesting.
So, I'm liking this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Next up, Bonnie and Clyde, a roadmap through history.
This angers me so much.
Why? Ooh, tell me more. Do we have an angry
First of all, the whole
sound
video
effect?
on this, there's nothing about the game. It's just, and then also
that picture tells 1,000 words.
It does not tell you. This is an expansion apparently.
Okay.
But they don't mention how to play the base game at all. They're pretty much like, if you haven't played the base game, just move on.
Right.
If you haven't played the base game, get it as an add-on and figure it out.
Right. Yes, that's really what it was.
Yeah. It pretty much is, you want it, and if you also want to pick up the base game, you can't, but there's not a whole lot, here to even talk about.
I'm going to say one thing.
Uh-oh.
The game's not really doing a whole lot for me, but the name of the company, they rise to the occasion. They rise to the occasion. Yeast Games, there's nothing about that name that's off-putting.
No.
That's really gross.
At all. I wanted to take it one step further, and I'm not. I'm not going to do it, folks.
We appreciate you backing
I'm not going to do it. However, if you go to supportthedicetower.com, you never know what can happen on the Patreon.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh. That's amazing. All right. Anything else? No. Let's go. All right.
Here we go. Do it in the exact right accent.
Oh, she was nailing that in the video?
I'm gonna make the facial expression. You do the thing.
He's talking to you, Joey,
No,
not
I'm
me.
definitely talking
No,
to
he
you.
definitely was not talking to me. Z's the one with the accent. Z, hey, how do you say this? You basically know French.
La pâtisserie Rococo.
I'm not even going to try.
No?
No,
Oh,
with
you
a
didn't jump
Kentucky
in.
accent, that would sound great.
La pâtisserie rococo.
All right, so this is one thing I will say right off the bat that I really appreciated about this is this comparison with Rococo. Because they
that
know
is
it's going to
great.
get it.
That's
They're
great.
like, here it is, exactly number of rounds, number of cards, number of unique staff, replayability, price. It's like, here it is.
No, I don't want to make things complicated for you here. Honestly, but this is a remake.
Okay.
This game has already been released.
Oh.
Under a different title and a very different cover on BGG.
Do I need to look it up?
If you look this up, you'll see what it was called before. I can't remember. So just type in La Pâtisserie Rococo. La P-A-T.
P-A-T, pa.
There we go.
Yeah, I didn't know if the word Cookie Champion.
Cookie Champion, y'all. Look at that
Oh.
cover. Wang, wang.
Oh, this isn't that long ago. I remember covering
No,
this.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
Oh.
this is now La Pâtisserie Rococo.
Interesting.
Before it was
did
Cookie Champion.
Did it come out?
I think it's been out. Yeah, I think it's been out.
Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, because I remember covering that one.
Yeah.
Interesting that they're already retheming it and throwing it into. I'm surprised that with the retheme.
Yeah.
This is a good way
It's
to...
super smart, right? Because I have a feeling
yeah.
that game probably flew under the radar. The cookie challenge game. But this, I got to imagine, just by retheming it, even if they changed
where is
nothing
it?
about the mechanics, they
Yeah.
clearly changed
Yeah.
the art. It's got over 1,000 backers.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't also go with the Rococo, the artist.
Clemens Franz? Was
No,
it?
oh my gosh, I feel really dumb right now. That
Oh, you don't mean the new fancy one, Ian O'Toole?
Yes, thank you. I could not come up with that
Oh.
name to save my life.
No,
I'm surprised that they didn't,
Oh.
trying to jump into the Rococo world. Why not make
Well,
it look the same
Ian
too?
O'Toole's
Because
he's a busy man.
no, but I mean, they're already comparing it in so
Yeah.
many other ways.
Yeah.
You think they would just go full into that? So yeah, oh gosh, I'm so embarrassed. He's one of my favorites. I can't believe. Anyway,
I was thinking you were talking about the original Rococo
no,
artist.
no.
Who I think was Clemens Franz.
Was it?
No, I have no idea, but
don't
I
have
think.
any idea
I
either.
think.
Anyway, I think this looks interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It looks like
I'm
an
on
engine
board with
builder
it.
type of a thing, and baking trays. You get two of them.
Yeah, I wonder how long until we get the deluxe components, because that is the comparison. Rococo is to the deluxe.
Oh.
And so that's why. Yeah. All right, 25th Century Games. This is going to be their import collection for 2025. Couple
Yep.
titles in there that we know. I really, really like Battle of Versailles. I'm super excited to see that coming over the States
yeah.
here.
Liar's Dice?
I have
Is
played
that
several of these actually.
Here we go.
The Last Tsar is a game that was Hobby World, and now 25th Century is bringing it here. It's a spiritual successor to Rurik. If you've ever played Rurik, Stan Kordonsky, it's quite good. You mentioned Battle of Versailles. Take a Seat's a really interesting
Take a
roll and
Seat
ride
was,
game.
I actually told Chris today, I said, that's the only game I kept that I've played with you.
Yeah.
And then I realized that sounded really bad. But it just, it's-
That
That's a
Liar's
good
Dice
game.
is a plates game, a Korean, as is the Yellow House, 2-player trick-taking game.
yeah, is that Liar's Dice? Is that actually Liar's Dice?
Yeah, it's Liar's Dice.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
And then Kabuki Tricks, I've heard really good things about, but have not played it.
And you guys have played Intent to Kill, you said.
I
have not. No.
Okay,
No.
that's one I've been
I don't
interested
know
in.
that we've
I think
got that
I think-
over.
I thought Chris
here.
played it.
Oh, did he?
someone
Okay,
here
did it
thought
come in
so?
here? Okay,
Yeah.
I know.
And
And
those,
Tom.
La Habana, I know that Z has that game.
were none of these U.S. releases?
There's a
Oh,
quote in here.
Oh, wait.
Ooh, hold on. Scavenger hunt.
Is it you saying Rococo?
Para Bailar La Bamba.
Am I close?
Z Garcia.
There you go.
Is it in La Habana?
Oh.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh.
Oh,
Here-
there's your
oh,
face.
oh, this is from Havana. This is the same game as Havana?
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like Havana.
Yep. Fun planning, fun manipulation. There's always something to think about. Makes for a tactically engaging experience.
Did I call engaging?
There you go. You did.
He's the
He is.
He is the master of all engaging. I trust no one. besides Z Garcia to tell me if a game is engaging. Or not.
I really do like this trend, though, that we're seeing 25th Century,
I think
some
it's-
other publishers,
yeah.
but bringing these over for availability, I think is fantastic.
It's really smart,
So
and
great.
and in my humble opinion, done a really good job of picking winners. Like
Right.
every one of the games I've played here, I really like.
Very nice.
Yeah, same here.
Next up, I think, is
Oh.
maybe the second biggest. I know the Orion was pretty big, but this is another big one here is Everdale Silverfrost. So it is standalone.
It's standalone. It's basically Spirecrest, right?
Okay.
Okay.
I think it basically took Spirecrest and made it a standalone thing, changed some things. I'm not going to speak too much about it because Everdale's lost me. I have to admit.
I think I'm there
but
with you, too.
After the big box, I was like, you know what? I sold the big box.
It's
I'll play it if someone wants to play it. It's
Yeah.
just it's way too much at this point.
I even scaled back and went just to Far Shore, and I've
Yeah.
not even felt like pulling that off.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing. I think I burnt pretty hard on it, like it was like
Yeah.
still enjoy it, but just never have that oomph to pull it off.
Yeah, I know. Far
shelf.
Shore took away from no longer Bosley artwork. You know, and this I don't think has it either.
It doesn't.
That being said, I do really like this artwork.
I
It's
like
still
the
very nice
mountain.
artwork,
I don't know
yeah.
why the mountain looks. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, mountains like has me going. Maybe jump in.
What
Right.
about the chairs?
Yeah.
I do like that fire token.
Yeah.
That looks pretty slick.
Yeah. So again, if you don't have Far Shore, I like the fact it's standalone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just a game as is.
Shout out Chrissy Stern. I agree. I would rather Wondrous Creatures gives me a much better version of
Really
Interesting.
I haven't played that one.
Okay. I think there's more going on in Wondrous Creatures. Wow.
There is.
know,
They're
but-
not a one-to-one, but
No.
for the same kind of feel.
Yeah, because it still has the cards that you're building up that
yeah.
are playing off each other and stuff like
Have
that.
we
yeah.
announced the promo for them?
Yes, we do have
Oh,
the promo for it.
there's
We
a
actually got the
promo.
artwork. We got the
I'm sure glad
Yes.
we have because that was
Hold
that
on,
stage
yeah,
whisper was
I
pretty
just
rough.
figured, you know,
We're
we
gonna
might want to show
announce
off
I know
some
it's
pretty
in-
fantastic
I
things.
know there it is. I know it's in B or in A because it crashed the project last night. I had to do that
Oh,
at
that's
5
not
a.m.
great.
Yes,
Look at
we
that.
have the promo for Wondrous
Yeah,
Creatures.
yeah.
Promo pack A.
It's a double egg creature. That's really good.
But back to Everdale. My
Yes.
bad. Mike's bad.
No,
That's
I
on
mean,
Mike.
I'm just saying,
It's on Mike.
you know, we've
small that-
we've also had Everdale promos in the
Big
past.
box right there looks similar to the sizes of everything else.
Yeah.
I would love
Just-
those
can you
puzzles.
imagine?
I didn't know they had puzzles. All right. But I really just
They
like
have plushies. Yeah, they've had
No.
those several years.
Oh,
now.
I like that. Yeah, this one, sure. If it comes across, I'd play it. But
Yeah.
it's like you. I think I'm with you, Mike, where I'm kind of like Everdale. Sure,
And you switched to
It's
Far Shore.
definitely-
You just have Far Shore. That's it.
that's all I have. Yeah, but like I said, even then, I haven't played it since I got it because I'm like, Anyway, this one is for Joey. The project is
Yes.
funded. You cannot back it right
You
now.
can late pledge.
Can you?
Can
It doesn't
you?
say. That's what I'm saying. You can't.
Look at all those minis.
It's an
They made the
RPG.
Batman.
I know.
Yeah, so this is a Batman RPG, right?
Yeah.
What system is it using?
it's probably based on
Stalingrad.
5e.
What is it called?
Callback. I don't know. These RPGs, these superhero RPGs always intrigue me. I've never actually got around to playing one, but this one with the minis and everything looks really good.
I like that.
I bought a lot of Batman games. That one I bought for just the minis, everybody says it's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm
the
But
like,
it's the same company, right? This is Monolith as well,
yes,
right?
yeah. So I
It's
don't know.
based off of that Gotham City Chronicles. That's the board game,
That's the one.
and so I think that this is in that same. I mean, it's basically the Batman. It's Gotham, right?
right.
I want to hang that right there, like above my bed.
No, I would say
So
the
pretty.
the components and the imagery were never a problem in these
Really?
games. I mean, they look amazing. The minis in the board game are amazing. It was mostly a rule book issue. Actually,
That's what I
I didn't
heard.
even mind the system, that kind of Conan system, but this is something completely different. So,
Oh, I used to get distracted. I'm sorry.
but yeah, if you're into Batman, right? Even if you're not really that big into RPGs, this might be something because you wouldn't be starting from zero.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
you know the characters. It would give you a head start on how you might want to inhabit those characters in a
Yeah.
role-playing setting.
Those are nice dice too.
That's
Yeah.
the Joker dice set. Yeah. So yeah, I can see this one. Obviously, it's doing well. And
Yeah.
Did well.
did well. That's
Yeah.
right.
So I'm sure that'll open up for,
For late
pledges.
pledges.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It just barely funded.
Right
not,
now-
not it barely. It finished the campaign on January 7th. So I'm sure
Joey
that's why it's not
demanded
up, yeah.
that we tease you
Yeah.
with something that you love and you'll never get.
I'm Batman.
I also think that anything like this where you
I love
have
that
different
stuff.
pledges of
Yeah.
combinations. I was going to say every campaign should do this, but we don't do this because our pledges are individual
Right.
things.
That's
But
true.
if you
Yeah.
do bundles,
Right.
The biggest waste of
Right.
space. One check, one check.
what does it
Yeah.
include?
All right, let's make sure the all-in has all of its checks. Scroll.
Does it not?
We're getting blocked a little bit.
Oh, you're getting blocked. Okay.
Okay.
It's good. Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
checks are
All right.
there.
Got
That'll
it. It
be
is
awesome.
legit and all in.
I can't tell
we
you
can
how
confirm.
freaked out I get when I see an all-in pledge and there's one or two checks not on there. I'm like,
Okay,
don't
Simon's
think you
notorious for
understand.
that, by
they
the way.
are. Yeah.
Like, I don't think you understand what all in means.
You
Right.
keep using that word.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We have. So that's,
Oh.
that's all for our game. Ooh,
Oh,
whew, almost
man.
spoiled
Wow.
there. Good thing I'm so quick. So that's all for the game project.
Oh, as soon as you said that, thumbs down. Boom.
That's it for the game projects. We're going to move on to our not game projects. I'd say funny, but there's not really funny ones this week. They're just functional to our functional ones.
This one, this
Well,
guy's
I don't
You
know.
know.
I don't know about functional, but
proud of the word platypod, by the way.
yes.
Yes.
He uses it a lot. And this thing looks like the most unstable feat for a tripod. He puts his DSLR on it, and I get nervous for him. I'm like, no.
Okay, but at least he does that. Instead of just saying it can hold one, it's not
Right.
like, hey,
Yeah.
you can even hold this, but I'm not going to show you because I don't trust it.
If there's somebody right out of frame going, all right, take the picture, quick, quick, quick. And then he goes, even if there are signs saying no tripods, where do you see those? I'm like, where has that?
Look.
No selfie sticks I see. But
Amsterdam is lousy with no tripod signs.
Is that becoming a
Every
problem?
other canal, it's no tripod this, no tripod that. Put the selfie stick away.
it's like, you need to move and not buy this if that's, yeah.
What are the chances this guy just mispronounced platypus? It's like, you know what?
Everyone made fun of him for it, so
That
that he was
gives me
like,
an idea.
I want it.
Like, this is, it's,
Yeah.
man.
Look, I mean, I will
Stealth.
say this.
stealth.
I have not seen other things like this. Maybe for good reason, but
That's true.
it has a uniqueness to it. Also, I'm not putting any type of tripod on a mossy rock.
Yeah.
But
You know.
again, it's a good picture, not a good idea.
How about the top of the car?
Top
Oh
of the
my
car, I'm 100%
goodness.
with
It
while
does-
driving 85 miles an hour.
Well, it comes with a bungee cord. If you just
And
bungee
magnets.
corded it to
Yeah.
your
Yes.
car, you'd be fine.
It has so many accessories. Like one of them, he just wraps it. You could wrap anything to a railing and it'll be fine. You can
Does
wrap
it-
the camera.
Does it have a bottle opener?
It's probably.
It should.
This name was all about like platypus.
Look at that.
platypus delta.
Huh?
It does. You're kidding.
Does it legitimately
It has
have
a
one?
can opener?
Opens a bottle.
What?
No.
Is he the only one that made it that far in the video?
It opens a bottle of glue so you can take the broken pieces of whatever fell off of it
They
and put
just-
it back together.
They just
Scrubbing,
assume
scrubbing,
alcohol will be involved if you're using this.
They
Is what
assume,
they think.
if you
Correctly, to be
purchase this
fair.
item, that you have a more
Oh
than a. There we go. I didn't watch the video. That's right. No. Wow.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Why is there a bottle opener?
That's fantastic.
Because we can. Now I can't unsee it. The whole thing just looks like an elaborate bottle opener.
No, it
now.
does not look like it. Looks, yeah. It's like a lot of things.
I want to hook this thing up to a drone and then put my SLR on the drone.
Take a picture real quick.
I want underground, upside down shaky footage. That's going on the-
Oh my god. All right. Next up, air cannon, a storm in your hand.
This-
124 miles an hour, it says up at the top there.
I mean, I do
Okay.
want to play with this. Yes.
Before I saw this, when I saw air cannon, I thought it was one of those. You remember
That guy
those
was
old
just
things
way
you
too
hold and you pull back and
Oh
you
yes.
Yeah, let's
that's
go
what I thought it was
slingshot.
gonna be,
Yeah.
I thought cool, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's a hairdryer. You know,
it
I'm
would
like,
be nice. I mean, I do like drying your car with it, something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, you know. But I don't know that I would
this bowling ball.
buy it.
Air cannon.
He's like, move the bowling ball. It is the most undramatic moving of the bowling ball.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, whoa, is that a bowling ball? Look at he's just
Yeah. Definitely the 4-pound ball, too.
Yeah,
You're not faking
definitely,
anybody. That's
yeah.
the 4-pound kitty ball.
that's
Oh, yeah, that's what I would use it for right there.
100%.
Show me that picture. Sold. That's all I need.
Absolutely.
Scroll down a little bit to the safety, would you?
This one.
No. Oh, yeah, there we go. Stretch goal unlocked. So originally the game, it wasn't going to
It was
have
not.
safety.
No.
Right?
no.
Safety is
No,
an
no, no,
add-on.
That is due to you
yeah.
guys and your generous donations.
Right. We truly
We've included
appreciate
safety.
our stretch goal, the safety net,
Yeah.
which prevents suction-related safety issues.
Mm-hmm,
I'm sorry. too vague.
Excuse me.
I need more information, please. Preferably with diagrams, photographs, video footage.
What's happening?
Suction-related safety issues. How many people die every year from suction-related safety issues? I ask you.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Wow.
dear.
Now that you know there's a safety net, you lose the safety net. Now what are you going to do?
Oh my gosh.
You've resigned yourself to a very
How many-
serious accident.
How many of these tasks do you need to have
waterproof?
done?
I want to
first
take
of all,
water
all of
that's
them.
inside of this hermetically sealed, and I want to get it all over the table.
It's like I want to blow out all those candles, but it's going to take forever.
Therefore, I'll just blow the cake away.
Oh, somebody who has weddings is like, this is perfect.
Oh my gosh.
That's a
amazing.
big old pile of leaves out there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
I want to travel this
still
on a
want
plane.
one. And now this one. Is it the REM or the REM?
It's the REM.
Of the REM, the foldable
who knows?
speed stick.
It's a band out of
any skater.
Athens, Georgia.
The guy is going uphill with this, though, which is pretty impressive.
So at first I thought,
I didn't know it was motorized at first.
yeah, I was like,
thought-
what are they doing? And that's kind of cool. Also, very dangerous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
use this and the blower,
Oh, my
in the
God.
other hand, I will
that'd be great.
fly.
Yeah.
Do them in opposite directions. See which is the immovable force.
I agree. I agree.
No, it's definitely only showing on empty streets.
Yes.
Like complete devoid of cars, devoid of other people. The fact that
Right.
you adjust your speed right
Does it say
here.
what the speed will take you to? Is this freeway legal is what I'm asking.
Nah.
I thought I read it somewhere.
No way. It's
It almost makes a skateboard become like a mode of
It's a- yeah,
transportation.
100%.
But, there it is. Top speed of 25 miles per hour.
Yes.
For
You
all-
know what?
the Nimbus 2000.
That is not
That
freeway
thing
legal.
with one well-placed rock, you
Oh,
are flying.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's.
You've got a face plant. You're going to need the air cannon to blow your
Yes.
teeth off of the ground.
There's
Yeah,
no way.
This is
What's the guy doing?
I thought about showing it to my son because he likes skateboarding, and then I was like, nope,
That's
because
not
he
a
will
good
want
idea.
this.
when
and
he
it will
heals.
not happen.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Z
Yeah, how
told us
much
to
does it
look at the
cost?
price. Oh my gosh.
Well, how much is it?
700. How much do you think?
But that's in euros.
I saw.
No,
That's unbelievable.
$729.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's much cheaper than the ER bills are going to be. To be,
Yeah,
to be fair.
that is. Yeah.
There's a deductible though if you get it. Oh, you HMO, you can't.
Oh my gosh. Also, like, what do you do with it? Okay, so you just have to walk around. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
it's
no,
also pretty
this is-
unwieldy. I
He
mean,
stops. He's like, wait.
You're-
Oh no, it says no tripods.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
I'm good with this.
you're basically carrying an engine around with you at all
Yeah.
times.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us here. Before we get into our picks of the week, Z has one.
Oh, what?
Hey everybody, Z Garcia here, and my pick of the week goes to Everdale. Silver Frost. It looks like a really neat implementation of Everdale, version of Everdale. My favorite expansion for the original Everdale was the Spire Crest expansion, and this seems to be taking some cues from that expansion. The setting, certainly, with the snowy setting, but they're doubling down on that now, where places are covered up with snow and you need to clear them up with flames. So that's a whole new thing. And then the big animals, that was also a Spire Crest thing from that expansion, and it's a part of this main core game. And I really like all those things being introduced. It seems like there's a little bit more gameplay to it. So if you're looking for just a core box and you want a little more oomph, I think this might be the one. I really like that. Plus, the new artwork is stellar. I love this new artist. I like their take on this world, this style. So I'm really psyched for this one. So yeah, my pick of the week, Everdale.
I want a little more
right.
oomph. I want a little more oomph.
Mo oomph, mo better.
Yup. Good
All
pick,
right.
Z. Good pick.
All
I
right.
heartily disagree, but it's a good pick. I'm just kidding.
What do you- How about you, Mike? What would be your pick?
I'm probably not a huge surprise. The import collection
Okay,
from
yep,
25th
25th
century
century
because I've
good.
played the majority of them and I've enjoyed every single one that I've played. So don't sleep on the Last Tsar. If you are a fan of Rurik If you're a fan of other Stan Kordonski games, it's a really, really solid one.
I think Battle of Versailles out of that. I mean,
And that is terrific.
was
Yeah,
also so
absolutely
good
terrific.
for a 2-player asymmetric,
Yeah.
race to your goals.
Right.
Yeah. All right. What you got for us?
I'm actually going to go with the Gabe one. The solo
The what?
ones. The Gabe, what are the solo game of the week?
Oof, okay.
Gabe Barrett or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it's just those, I don't know. I like the idea. He's had some good hits. I haven't played either one of those. But
Nope.
I think
Nope.
you're almost there.
Nope.
Nope. You're going the wrong way.
Wrong way? Nope.
There, no, you were
There
there.
it was.
You were just
Nope.
there.
Oh, I was
What's
the
it
right
called?
way.
There it is.
Yeah, if you get action-packed double feature. If you told me that, I could have found it.
There we go.
Jeez.
Yeah, this right here. I mean, he surprised me every time to play him. I'm like, this is like Dyson Cruise. I never played till this version. I'm like, he picks good games.
Yeah.
So I haven't played either one of those.
This
you
is,
said you have?
I have. This is my pick of the week as well.
Wow,
Like I said,
okay.
Welcome to Reckoning. I
Ooh.
thought that was really interesting.
Double feature. Double.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, no,
This don't come free, folks. Have you ever priced a Glockenspiel? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Yeah, no, I'm excited to try these. I like where the line's going. I like that it's the 2 and the 1, not wasting that box space. The designers, this month's designers, he goes into them. They both have done designs before. So yeah, I'm liking this project as well. That is going to do it for us today on Crowdsurfing here, taking a look at these projects. Don't forget, we have the Dice Tower crowdfunding campaign happening right now over on Gamefound. That is supportdicetower.com. Be sure to check it out for your promos and plushies and dice and playmats. Oh my.
Yes.
So that'll do it for today. Tomorrow, come back. Mike, Z, and Tom are starting their top 100 games of all time.
What now? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow. That's why you're
You got
here,
plenty
Mike.
of time, Mike.
You know, you left the snow. Now you got to pay.
I absolutely have all of those done.
Yes. Yeah, so join us tomorrow after that. Until then, I am Camilla.
I'm Joey.
And our Mike.
All right, we'll see you. Don't forget your burqa.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us for that video. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, make sure you check out what's happening, where I'll cover an app on an iOS or a Switch device, and you can check it out along with me. Thanks very much. You've been watching The Dice Tower.